Okie dokie then. Let me just wait a minute here because YouTube takes a second to catch up. Yes, indeed. Is it working? Yes, it is. Alrighty then. Do I have to press a button to do this? No, I don't think so. I think it just starts right up, doesn't it? Anyway, hello everybody. It's Chris Coney here on today's episode of the Cryptoverse livestream. Wasn't really prepared to do this, but anyway. So hello everyone in the chat. Just an impromptu live stream. I'm going to get to the Ethereum security alert in a minute. First thing I need to do is correct something. So I made a complete hash of the Cryptoverse today. You know, I don't know if you listened to it or not or watched it, but I made a complete mess of the figures with regards to the new Trezor, right? So let's get into it here. So you know the old, here's the Trezor website, right? And am I cutting my head off? Not really. So Trezor website, it says the new Model T is out. You click show me, and then it goes through to the page, right? Now this morning I said this was nearly sold out, and I said they only had 500 left. Whereas if you read this properly, it says 3,451 of 4,000 left, right? I read that as they had 4,000 and they'd sold 3,451 of them, thereby deducing that there's only 500 left. That was incorrect. What is correct is that they have 4,000 in the first batch and they have 3,451 remaining, right? So they've only sold 500. So that was a complete bulk up that I made this morning. And Ron picked this up. He Facebook me, Telegram messaged me and said, Chris, slight problem, mate, you've read the figures wrong. And I was like, bugger. Because by then I'd already left the hotel, right? And so those are the correct numbers. And that's also what you get for rushing things, right? That's because I was in such a rush to make sure I got to the airport in good time to clear security and all that kind of stuff. Well, in that state of mind, it was only yesterday I spoke about like state of mind and how don't build your wealth and then lose it all again, right? And then irony, I was in a rush state of mind and I completely spooned the show up. So I thought I'd do a quick live stream and correct those figures. That's that bit. Let me talk about the Ethereum security alert thingy. This came from one of my patrons a few moments ago. So let's see what we've got here. Here we go to the Parity, paritytech.io. So here we go. I've not even read this whole thing yet. So it says the severity of this alert is critical. It affects Parity wallets and multi-sig wallets. It says a vulnerability in the Parity wallet library contract of the standard multi-sig contract has been found. And users with assets in a multi-sig wallet created by Parity that was deployed after the 20th of July are affected. So this sounds like it only affects multi-sig wallets. Following the fix for the original multi-sig issue that had been exploited on the 19th of July, a new version of the Parity wallet contract was deployed on the 20th of July, and it sounds like there's a problem with that one as well. Yep, the code still contained another issue. It was possible to turn the Parity wallet library contract into a regular multi-sig wallet and become the owner of it by calling the init wallet function. So yes, it would seem that an issue was triggered accidentally on the 6th of November, and subsequently a user suicided, does that say, the library turned into wallet, wiping out the library code, which then rendered the multi-sig wallet unusable since the logic was inside the library. So then it gets into some technical code stuff. Anyway, I think this means that currently no funds can be moved out of the multi-sig wallets. And we are analyzing the situation and will release an update with further details shortly. So ordinarily, the advice would be, update your wallet software, right? However, they haven't fixed it yet. So yeah, it's a case of stay tuned. The other thing we should do is follow Parity on Twitter. That's probably where they're going to make the announcement first. So let's go over it. Well, actually, in order to make sure you are getting stuff from the official sources, what I normally do, if I switch back to the screen here, what I normally do is I go to their main website, right? Let's go to their main, or maybe they've got it at the bottom. Yes. This is to make sure you get the right parity. Because if you follow a scam Twitter, and they might scam you. So there we go. So always go to the Twitter profile that's linked from the official website and you should be all right. So let me get rid of that Twitter window and follow Parity. If I see a tweet from them with an update, I will retweet it ASAP. Oh my God, my computer's running really slow. I'm not used to my laptop because my desktop is like mental, crazy powerful. And I've got an Intel Core i7 in my laptop and a GeForce, dedicated graphics card so on, but still not enough for the live stream, it seems. Bugger it. Anyway, so yeah, follow Parity on Twitter or follow me on Twitter and then keep a beady eye out for an update. Alrighty. So this is my hotel room. I don't know if you've been following the old travel blogs, but no, you won't have seen that because I only just uploaded it. I've just uploaded day 2 of the travel vlog. So if you go over to my personal YouTube channel, the Chris Coney one, and if you can't find it, go to the Cryptoverse YouTube channel, go to the homepage of the Cryptoverse YouTube channel, look on the right hand side where it says featured channels, there will be a link to my personal channel where I'm posting the travel vlogs. Guess what else? As soon as I set my computer up, when I got here, look at this. Yesterday's episode about the Tezos ICO being in trouble, demonetized again. Request review. So you have to appeal these. It's some kind of machine learning thing. It's a AI algorithm, some pish. Not suitable for most advertisers, yada yada yada. However, there's usually a button that appears right there. There. Request a manual review. And 9 times out of 10, actually all of the times I've appealed this, they've a human has reviewed it and then reactivated the ads. The trouble is, because I get most of my views, like in the last 24 hours, it's the first 24 hours when it's demonetized. So by the time it gets reactivated, most people have seen it, which is a massive scam, in my opinion. So, no, don't reload that. The other thing that doesn't make any sense about this is that YouTube are diddling themselves. Of course, if they can't, no, someone has a my door, I don't know. If no one can view the ads and me make money, then they can't make money, can they?
Housekeeping.
Hello.
Hello. Would you like evening service?
No, I'm good right now, thank you. Thank you. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Housekeeping just comes in right in the middle of a live stream. What am I gonna do? They have got a doorbell right at the Can you believe that? Oh, what luck! So I thought it was my doorbell actually, and I was like, what do I do? Because there's someone right next door, right? So they thought they were ringing their hotel door, and then she uses their master key and it's like, hello, and she's like, do you want housekeeping? I'm like, no, I've just got here, and also I can't talk to you right now. I'm talking to the people, right? Oh, that's the worst. Funny. People are saying no video. Ah dear. Welcome to Poland. Hope it's not too cold. Oh, that tickled me. That just did. Yes, housekeeping. Exactly. That's what just happened. Absolutely hilarious. Anyway, I've covered the 2 points that I wanted to make, which was I made a hash of the Cryptoverse today. Sorry about that. I was in a rush. Corrected the Trezor numbers. Parity wallet security alert. Stay tuned to their Twitter and to my Twitter, and then we'll let you know as soon as we know what the situation is. I'm going to have to pop out the chat here because I can't see a damn thing in that little Diddy window. Here we go, that's better. I'm not sure how much of a delay there is on this live stream. The hotel Wi-Fi is pretty decent. I think it's a 13 meg upload, 13 megabits, so that's not so bad at all, is it now? Good you're alone. Man. What we got going on here then? There's quite a lot going on in the chat right now. Oh, where am I? I'm in Warsaw in Poland because I'm doing a live stream episode of Invest With Me for the Indahash ICO tomorrow. So tune into that. You can get a link to that on the Cryptoverse channel page, right? I think YouTube don't display it officially on the channel page until I think it's 7 days before the actual live stream. They used to allow me to do it, advertise it 2 weeks prior, and of course I can give people the link to drive them straight to the page. However, here we go. It doesn't appear like this. You see this? This obviously this one here. This is what we're doing right now. But that one there, Invest With Me episode 3 with Indahash, that's coming up tomorrow. In fact, I need to make double, triple sure when that needs to go live, because the time difference is different here. Okay, so it says, stop that. It says 14:30, so 2:30 p.m. GMT. But what we're gonna have to do here is we have to look at the Indahash ICO landing page, aren't we? Come on now. It's going to load really slow in it because it's streaming this at the same time on the Wi-Fi. Do you know what's good about this hotel, right? You guys might have seen this kind of thing before, but can I get it out of the thing? So the hotel give you a smartphone. So this is you can take this right with you, obviously. Like if you steal it, it's €300. However, this is pre-programmed with all of the hotel stuff. You get unlimited data with it, so you can call Ubers with it. You can use Google Maps. It's got sightseeing things for Warsaw built into it. It actually knows my room number and everything. So whatever apps you install on this thing, when you check out, it automatically resets itself to default, right? Which is pretty good. Oh, it's asking me now, when am I checking out? What day is it today? Friday. Become handy, it's called it. Handy. It's even got a case. Oh, no, it's a handy case. I'm not quite sure what phone it is. It'll be a Samsung something or other. Become a handy member. No, thank you. Anyway, I'm supposed to be looking at the countdown timer for the... I am cutting my head off, aren't I? With this. I can't be having that tomorrow with the Indahash live stream. But I've just set this up in my hotel room. So let me put the handy down and check out the actual start time of the stream. Let's see here. There we go. Right, so roughly 22 hours to go. So 2 hours ago it would have been 24 hours. So it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. Warsaw time. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Warsaw time. Right, that means I need to adjust this then, don't I? I knew that was going to happen. I just knew that was going to happen. And that's why I said when I first announced the old live stream, I said double and triple check that I've got the time right. And when, check the actual event page. Is Indahash the best ICO you've ever seen? It's a good question. It's one of the best I've ever seen. So one of the best, I'll go that far. I actually met Barbara for the first time in person today. So we'd had a bunch of Skype calls before, but she came to the airport to meet me, which was nice. Kind of like, that's kind of humility, isn't it? CEO of a big company comes and meets me at the airport. Anyway, so we had a cab ride all the way into town to get here. And she's superb, smart, really down to earth. Yeah, just a cool person. And that gives me a lot of confidence, right? And she's running a really tight ship over there. She's very organized. I think she's on top of it. So I'm confident about this. I'm confident it's going to go mental tomorrow. I will be very, very surprised if it doesn't go absolutely ballistic tomorrow. So there we go. So let me sort out this here timing for tomorrow's live stream, because otherwise people are going to be showing up at the wrong time, and that's going to be my fault, isn't it? So let's go in here. Some people have already liked it. That's a bit of a problem. I hope people haven't put the time. I hope people haven't written down the time that's wrong, and then show up at the wrong time. That would be a pain in the bum, wouldn't it? Well, as that's loading, let me see what else you guys are up to. What else we got here? Scary tracking with Handy. Well, maybe they want to know where their guests are. Maybe that's right. Maybe they're like, what, free calls? Yeah, that's cool as well. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Right. Yeah, maybe they are tracking their guests. It's like, where have they been? We can sell your data. Maybe that's it. Oh, it's actually a revolutionizing travel. So this is a product that's been sold into the hotel. Pretty good, I'd say. Yes, Indahash did make an announcement today, due to KYC laws, that the minimum amount of ether you can pledge is half an ether. That's the minimum. It used to be 0.05 ether was the minimum. So that would have been $15, wouldn't it? Right. And it's now more like $150 worth of ether. So that's not ideal, but is what I got to do to remain compliant. This is giving me a tour and everything. I'll check that out later. Hey, if you guys haven't seen this yet, you haven't seen the travel blog yet, look at the key. That is a monster. This is the hotel room door key. It kind of looks like a key, but this is a NFC chip, right? But it's just made in a classic style. Kind of interesting. Right. Back to editing the upcoming events, upcoming live streams. Oh my god, every time I click it I have to really wait for ages. I wish there was an easier way to track the friggin' chat, because I don't know where I got to. Maybe I could mark stuff. Let's see. Someone says Ether will go down and need a half-fork upgrade like the DAO. Why would that be? Don't know. Why is the French time different than the English time? I don't know. So YouTube told me there's this new feature where I can click Alt to pause the chat or something. Can I do that? Oh, yes. That's interesting. Does it work? Yeah, it kind of does work. Yeah. If I press the Alt key on my keyboard, it freezes the chat. I think that's because they're getting hotter on, I don't know, abuse on YouTube. Like someone's just used the word bullshit and there's all this stuff come up. I think it's censored it. Yeah, it has. Someone says KYC is BS and it's actually flagged it for me to say this message is held for review. And then I can accept, I'll show it. There you go. If I click show, it puts it back in. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Wow. That's kind of really interesting. Right. Editing the event. Now, I was going to start the live stream 30 minutes prior to the ICO opening. I think that's a terrible idea. I think it should be an hour before. The other episodes of Invest With Me that I've done, I've started them 30 minutes before the ICO went live, and that 30 minutes just went like that, right? Didn't even get warmed up, and oh my god, go over to the ICO page, because there's intro and there's a setting the scene and because I've got the opportunity to collar Barbara and get her to give us an update every 10 minutes or something, that'll also burn up the time really quickly as well. Right then, so what am I actually showing you right now? Because I don't have two screens either. I should have bought my HDMI cable. I could have stuck it on the big TV, but just by the way. Right, so let's see here. Let's see. P for Poland. Poland, there we go. So Warsaw is +1 GMT. Okie dokie then. What did I say? It was 3 p.m. So that's going to be, yep, I think it was right. So start at 2 p.m. Warsaw time. Right. Right. Guys, you can do me a favor in a second. Once I've saved this, what I want you to do, I'll post the link to the live stream event in the chat. Can you go to that page, check what time it says it's going to go live, and then reconcile that against the countdown timer on the Indahash ICO landing page? If someone or a number of you could do that for me, that will actually make me feel a lot better about tomorrow. I just don't want everyone to show up at the wrong time. Excuse me. So I'm gonna hop over to the link right now. Right. So now it says going live in 19 hours time. It's hard to do time math in your head, right? Because it's base 24 or whatever it is. 1 p.m. plus 1. Yeah. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this right now. So here comes the link in the chat. There it is. I'll type it as well, because if there's a delay on the live stream, I don't know how long it's going to take before it shows. Can you guys please reconcile the time I have set for the live stream here, link to YouTube, with the countdown timer on the IndaHash ICO page? And I should probably give you that as well. So I'm going to double check it again myself in a mo, but second eyeball wouldn't go amiss. So I want to begin the live stream 1 hour before the ICO goes live. Whoopsie. Right, there's the parameters, right? An hour before the ICO goes live, we want to go, too many friggin' characters. You can only have 200 characters in a... What a pain. Right, cut. Bosh. Bosh. There you go, there's 2 messages then. There's ways around these things, right? Right, can you reconcile the time I've set for the live stream there with the countdown timer there? Right, I'm going to do that at the same time you guys are doing it. Right, so maybe there's a time calculator on the interwebs. Maybe there's a time calculator. Time calculator. Yes, there is. I'll just do a quick DuckDuckGo search. Right, get rid of that window now because I've covered the things I wanted to cover. Let's see here. The recording of this live stream is going to be garbage, but the live stream itself might be alright. I hadn't really planned the content out. Someone says, what I really don't like about IndaHash is them using InvestorEth to buy back their own token on the market. Well, I don't think that's the intention. Yeah, that's a possibility. They could. I'm assuming they're going to spend it all on developing the IndaHash coin, mind you. Uh-oh. IndaHash says 21 hours to go, and YouTube says 19 hours. Well, that would be starting at 2 hours early, wouldn't it? Pish. Right, let me do a time calculator. They are the... Right, so the 7th day? I don't know. Date calculator, that might be better. No. No. I'm looking at this. What the hell's this? Add or subtract. No. It's 17:16 right now. If I add what? 21 hours and 43 minutes. Go. What happens? That hasn't helped at all. Oh no, it has. I suppose it has. 3 p.m. it would be, wouldn't it? I think I've got it right. Yeah, because that would be 14:59. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Warsaw time, right? So Ah, for God's sake. It's driving me balmy. Don't know why it's so hard to figure out. Power Ledger. I've heard of it. But I did a deal with, what do you call them? WePower, didn't I? I did a sponsored ICO review for them. No useful tidbits? Well, I didn't actually promise any useful tidbits, so you feel free to bugger off. Is anyone is up here? Okay, no one's helping me, so I'll have to go offline and figure it out myself. I've got a very concentrated mind, that's the problem. It's not a problem, it's just the way it is. I've got a very concentrated mind, which means I need to focus on things. And if there are too many things coming at me, then my concentration gets diluted. So I can't pay attention to the chat and try and work this thing out at the same time. And because it's so important, that's bugging me out at the same time. So I'm going to shut down the live stream. I've given you the info that I promised to give you. So I'm going to go. I tell you what I can do though. Check this. Can I do this? Thanks very much for joining me today, guys. If you like this episode, hit the like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse, which yes, I will be doing another episode of the Cryptoverse tomorrow. And then please join me for the live stream. So until then, guys, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.